Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. Another beautiful morning here in North Naples at Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park. "77 degrees. A bit on the humid side this morning. Expecting today's highs to get up to around 88, 90. We're down in Area 1 at the very first entrance to the park in parking lot 1, the boardwalk. I see there's a group of people out on the beach, and just beyond them I see the water swirling around out there. Big school of fish out there. As we look up to the north, by the way, thanks for joining me. We'll just take a little walk down to the south. See if there's any new sea turtle action down here. Quite the event the other day on Vanderbilt Beach. The sea turtle came on shore and laid her eggs during the daylight hours. That doesn't happen too often. Some lucky folks got to witness that. That was very cool. If you ever happen upon a sea turtle on the beach, stay back. Keep your distance. Same with the little hatchlings. Keep your distance. If you come across some hatchlings emerging from a nest, stay away from them. If it's nighttime, no flash photography. Keep your lights off. Tide is coming in. The next high tide is about 11:42 here at Wiggins Pass. 2 white ibises in front of me here. 2 of our little white ibis friends. We saw one yesterday. Well, time for you to take off. There you go. They're heading back into the woods. Something's biting me. I'm itching. Something's biting my legs. Boy. That looks like sea turtle tracks. Like some old sea turtle tracks on the beach right there. Just a little section of them. Almost looked like a sea turtle tried to come up here. Not recently though. But that definitely looks like tracks. Just a section of the crawl tracks right there. Looks like the tracks coming out of the water right there. It could be. It could be for this. There's a nest over here. It could be for this nest over here. Sometimes they make a couple loops. That could be for nest number 8 over here. Sometimes they loop all around the beach. They go in circles. Speaking of circles, here's a false crawl right here. Here is a crawl right here from last night. She came up to the dunes. I don't see any nests though. Boy, that would have been a good one. She came way up here. Up high onto the dune. I don't know if they checked that out or not yet. But that's where that nest would have been, in a perfect place. Wow. Yeah, the rangers were up here. That looks like it had some promise there. Well, if she didn't come up on the beach somewhere else last night, she'll be back tonight. So what's everybody doing today? Got anything planned for the day? Getting out of the house? I know our friends Connie and Pete and Nancy, they're down at the farmer's market down on 3rd Street South checking that out. And then they're gonna head over to the pier, to the Naples Pier. We got yellow flag blowing today. That's like a medium hazard for the water conditions. The wind's kind of shifting around from the east to the southeast. Bandy Beach down there to the south. is beautiful here this morning. Kind of hazy. Humidity's up there. High humidity. So it is kind of hazy. There's a look up our beach. Step out into the water here. It gets kind of deep right here. There's something out here in the water. I don't know if it's little bait fish swimming around or it looks like a clump of seaweed drifting along down there. Hey, hit that share button. Invite your friends to join us here this morning. Awful quiet for a Saturday morning. Not many folks on Facebook yet. Those beautiful sea oats. Gotta stop at least once in the morning and admire them. Just gently blowing in the breeze here. Big difference between this Saturday and last Saturday. Very quiet here. Very quiet compared to last holiday weekend. Look at the colors in those sea oats. Just gorgeous. Hey, good morning, Robert. If you're just tuning in here, we're in the south end of Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park in North Naples, Florida, on a beautiful Saturday morning. We're a little more than 3 hours away from high tide right now. If there's anybody out there that needs some prayers, please feel free to add your prayer request in the comments. Post them in the comments. Let everybody know what's going on. You don't have to go into a lot of details. Just if you need some prayers for healing or strength or guidance, whatever. Prayers for yourself, a loved one, a family member, friend, even one of your pets. Don't hesitate in sharing your needs. Here's that false crawl again that we saw on the way down here. Man, that was a good crawl too. That sea turtle made it all the way up into the dunes. It's a shame she didn't get those eggs out. That was a fantastic crawl. Loggerhead sea turtles. That's what we have here. That is the most predominant sea turtle here nesting at Delnor-Wiggins. The loggerheads. We do have green sea turtles out here in the Gulf. Kemp's, Ridley's, hawksbill or hawkbills. Always get it mixed up. And the bigger leatherbacks, they tend to nest over on the other coast. Those things are huge. But it never ceases to amaze me that they come back to nest where they were born. It's amazing how they find their way back after spending years and years and years swimming around out in the ocean, out in the Gulf and the ocean. There's a big school of bait fish out here. It's dark. It's hard to see in the camera, this dark patch out in front of me. It's just teeming. It's just tons of those little bait fish swimming around. If I stand still, maybe they'll come closer. I don't know. Get a better look at them. Here they come. Got to get some contrast. You see him swimming by there? went down deeper. Here they come up towards the surface again. Up. But not in camera view. Oh well. Something will come along and make a pass at them. A bigger fish, a snook or something. The water is just loaded with fish. Loaded. I'm surprised Roy never got into fishing. As much as he liked fish, he loved his fish. Surprised he never got into fishing. He always said he liked to do his fishing at the fish market. He didn't want to mess around with the cleaning or anything like that. Now this is where we started. I'm back up by the boardwalk where we came in at Area 1. Big group of folks out here. Something going on this morning. Church group or something. I don't know. You're just tuning in. It is gorgeous out here. Absolutely beautiful. Good morning. The water looks pretty darn good. It was a little rougher yesterday, so it did stir up the bottom. It looks pretty darn good this morning. Oh, there's another sea turtle crawl right here. There's another crawl. Looks like another false crawl though. Go check it out. See what she did. All these false crawls. There's got to be a nest up here today somewhere, a new nest. Where'd she go? Oh, this one made it up into the dunes also. She came up here and no nest though, but she came up here. Way up into the dunes. Some really, really good crawls. Excellent crawls. Wow. If you look close, you can see the tracks there. So that's 2 new crawls.
Ahí te van a comer los zancudos.
Los zancudos. Tienes que echar cerca al agua para que no te otra grande.
There's a snook hanging out right here in front of me in the water. If you look real close, going to the right to my shadow, right into my shadow. Oh, just darted to the right, just swimming around in front of me here, just to the right of my shadow. I swim right through my shadow. He's right in my shadow now, hiding in my shadow. Off he goes. Morning. Well, I wonder if those two false crawls were the same sea turtle, because that was a strong turtle to get up into the dunes like that. Hopefully it had some success. Maybe there'll be a new nest here on the beach. Well, thank you for those stars. I appreciate that. I appreciate your friendship and your financial support. Both are what keep me going in the mornings here. I'm going to pan around here, see if you can see this out in the water, just to get an idea. See those ripples out there in the water? That's a school of those little bait fish just swimming up the beach. There's probably millions of them in there, in that patch there. So beautiful out there in the Gulf this morning. We're in area 2 now. Ooh, some bigger fish out here in the water. I think there's a school of them. Yep, it could be sheephead out there. Saw something come up. Could be the sheep's head. Not sure. Could have been some little bait fish swimming around. Yep, that's what it is. It's more of those little tiny bait fish down there. Man, they're everywhere, just everywhere. Just incredible. Well, we're coming up to the north end of Area 2 now, up to the boardwalk at the north end of Area 2. One of our friends was asking about access to the beach for people in, mobility chairs, wheelchairs, whatnot. You could possibly get down to the beach here on this ramp at the north end of 2. This would be at the north end of parking lot 2 up by the bathhouse. But you might need to kick a little sand up at the base of the ramp just to make it a little gentler drop off. Holy cow, another crawl. There is another crawl. Another crawl. This will be number 3. Don't see a nest though. Gosh darn it. But here's another crawl, number 3. One of our friends actually got to witness the turtle nesting here one time, right about in this same spot. Looks like she just came up and did a little turnaround up here. I don't know. That's 3 crawls we've seen this morning. 2 in Area 1, 1 in Area 2. There's a nest over here. I can't remember if this is a new nest. I don't know if this is an old nest. We're gonna see. I think this... Let's see if there's any tracks over here. Are there some tracks? Do we have a new one? Or is this an old one? In the shade here. Yeah, this was an old one, I believe. This was, nest number 12. That's an old one. Well, 3 crawls. Hard to believe they're all false crawls. Sometimes the rangers go along and check out all of the crawls, and then they'll come back, and any ones that were successful, they mark them later in the morning. They go back and get all the caging material. Just depends who's working and what their style is. Another school of fish out there, right out in there. There's the skybox under the pine tree over here, over yonder. The keeper of the skybox slacking off on vacation. Old sits-in chair. Old sits-in chair is not sitting in his skybox. just letting any old person come in here and take it over. He's neglecting his duties. The admission to the skybox, that's how Gary gets his money for his green tea. Oh, yeah, right. Boy, it is muggy out here. No doubt about it. Muggy but quiet, except for that one big group down there in Area 1. I don't know what that's all about. Well, now we're crossing into Area 4. Unbelievably quiet. Hit that share button. Saturday morning, there should be more people tagging along on a Saturday morning. I was gonna go for a walk on Vanderbilt Beach this morning. I got in my car at 6:30 and my beach sticker is expired. I didn't realize that it expired last month. It expired in May, so now I got to go get a new parking permit. Well, you can see that school of fish from here making its way up the beach. See it out there? That little spot out there in the water. Just heading north. Slow but steady. So cool. No shortages of places to park your beach chair today. Another glorious morning, as Daddy-O would say, glorious, glorious. Another glorious morning in paradise. That sand under my feet is so soft. You just sink way down into it. Yeah, the water looks a little clearer here as we make our way up to the north. Here we got a little bit of everything there. The sea oats, the turtle nest, the pines, the beach, the water, the blue sky. Hey, if you enjoy our time together in the morning. If you appreciate what I do rely on your generosity. If you'd like to send a little tip, a little thank you, you can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. I really appreciate that. Those of you that send something occasionally, thank you so much for doing that. And those of you that send the stars to my videos on Facebook, thank you for doing that. And also those of you that are regular monthly supporters, thank you for making that commitment. Every dollar counts, believe me. Your friendship and your financial support are what keep me coming back here in the mornings. Area 4 at Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park. North Naples, Florida, if you're just joining us. This is our widest piece of beach in the park here. This is up towards the north end of the park. Well, so far, we've seen 3 new crawls on the beach. None of them seem to be successful. We saw 2 new crawls down in Area 1, one in Area 2. But no new nests as of yet. I think we're still holding at 13 nests in the park. Anyone for a game of beach volleyball? Well, I think I'm going to start up my second live feed here shortly. So stay tuned. I hope to see you during part 2. Remember to invite your friends to tag along with us. Also, remember to like and share. Check out some of my other photos and videos here on my Facebook page, and as well as on YouTube. When you see something you like, same for Instagram. Hit that like, hit the share. Spread the word, share the love about Southwest Florida television. Bringing people together one beach walk at a time. That's what it's all about. If I don't see you later, have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Well, until next time, tally-ho, my friends, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.